Imagine this. You're floating in space, just you, your spacesuit, and the infinite silence of the cosmos. Stars glitter all around until your eyes fall on it. A pitch-black void, surrounded by a glowing halo of light being bent, twisted, and swallowed. That, my friend, is a black hole. And today, we are going to answer the question your curious brain probably whispered. What if I fell into that thing? Spoiler alert, it's both terrifying and fascinating. Let's start from the basics. What exactly is a black hole? A black hole is not really a hole. It's actually a region in space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. Imagine compressing the mass of our sun, which is about 1.9 nonillion kilograms, into a ball just a few kilometers wide. That's how ridiculously dense a black hole is. This happens when a massive star runs out of fuel. It collapses under its own gravity, crushing its core until, boom, it becomes a singularity, a point of infinite density. Around that singularity, there's an invisible boundary called the event horizon. Think of it like the point of no return. Once you cross it, there's no coming back. Not even light can escape. So, what happens when you get close? Let's say you're an astronaut, brave enough to jump towards a black hole. As you drift closer, something strange begins to happen. You start to feel different. Your feet, which are closer to the black hole, feel a much stronger pull than your head. This difference in gravity stretches your body vertically and squeezes it horizontally. Congratulations! You're now experiencing what scientists call spaghettification. Yes, it's a real term. Basically, you get stretched like a noodle. If black holes had a restaurant, you'd be on the pasta menu. But before that terrifying moment, from your point of view, everything looks pretty normal until it doesn't. You see, as you fall, time itself starts acting weird. Einstein's theory of general relativity says that gravity can warp both space and time. Near a black hole, gravity is so intense that time slows down. If your friend was watching you from a spaceship far away, they'd see you falling slower and slower until you appear frozen right at the edge of the event horizon. But from your perspective, time feels perfectly normal. You'd fall straight through, unaware that, to the rest of the universe, you've just turned into a motionless, glowing ghost. Weird? Oh, it gets weirder. Let's talk about the journey inside. Now, we can't actually see what's inside a black hole, because information literally can't escape. But based on our best physics, here's what might happen. Once you cross the event horizon, space and time switch roles. Normally, we move freely in space, left, right, up, down. But we move only forward in time. Inside a black hole, time becomes the direction you can't avoid, and it leads only deeper inside. No matter how hard you try, moving forward in time now means moving toward the singularity, that infinitely dense center. It's like being on a conveyor belt that only goes one way, straight into doom. You can scream, you can swim, you can use rockets, doesn't matter. You're going in. And as you go deeper, space gets twisted beyond imagination. Light bends, atoms stretch, the very laws of physics start to collapse. If you could somehow survive long enough, you might witness the universe distorted into wild, colorful shapes, the ultimate cosmic hallucination. But hold on, there's another mind-bending possibility. What if falling into a black hole doesn't kill you, but transports you? Some physicists think black holes could be gateways, wormholes, leading to other universes or distant parts of our own. It's pure theory, but fascinating to imagine. If true, maybe falling into one wouldn't be the end, but a cosmic shortcut. Of course, we have zero evidence of anyone making it through to tell the tale. So, if you're thinking about volunteering for the Great Black Hole Dive Challenge 2075, maybe don't. And before we wrap up part 1, here's the twist. The black hole story doesn't end with you falling in. Because even though light and matter can't escape, information might. Stephen Hawking, the legend himself, proposed that black holes actually leak something called Hawking radiation. Tiny particles escape from the edges, causing black holes to very slowly evaporate over trillions of years. So, in a way, even black holes die, just on an insanely long cosmic timescale. In part 2, we'll take it further. What happens at the very center, the singularity itself? Could black holes actually create new universes? And what would your last moments look like, scientifically, emotionally, and visually, before you vanish forever? Stay tuned, because the fall isn't over yet. So,
You've crossed the event horizon, and there's no going back. Outside, your friends would see you frozen at the edge, like a paused video. But from your point of view, you're still falling deeper and deeper into the darkness. And now, things start getting really strange. Let's continue the journey. As you fall inside, gravity becomes unimaginably powerful. The deeper you go, the stronger it pulls, until no material, no atom, not even the laws of physics as we know them, can withstand it. You'd get stretched thinner than a strand of DNA. Your atoms torn apart. This is spaghettification taken to the extreme, a cosmic blender that doesn't stop. But let's say, just for science's sake, you somehow survive the stage. Let's imagine your consciousness can still experience what's happening. What would you see? Well, your entire view of the universe would distort into a bizarre light show. Every star, every galaxy, every ray of light behind you would bend around and appear in front of you, as if the entire universe is being sucked into one bright circle. It would be like falling into an infinite kaleidoscope, where the edges of time itself start to blur. And then, finally, you'd reach the singularity. Now here's where even the best scientists throw their hands up. At the singularity, all the equations, all the physics we know, just break down. Einstein's general relativity can't handle it. Quantum physics can't explain it. It's like trying to divide by zero. The universe simply says, error. At that point, infinite density and zero volume collide. That means all the mass that formed the black hole is crushed into an infinitely small point. Space and time as you know them simply cease to exist. So technically, you don't just fall into a place. You fall out of physics itself. No one knows what truly happens next, because no information can escape to tell us. But hold up, there's another mind-blowing possibility that scientists are exploring. What if the singularity isn't the end of space-time, but the beginning of a new one? Think of it this way. Maybe every black hole in our universe could be a big bang for another universe. Our universe could have even been born from a black hole in another cosmos. It's like cosmic recycling. One universe's end becomes another's birth. If that's true, then falling into a black hole might mean being transformed into the building blocks of a brand new reality. Your atoms could become someone else's stardust in another universe. Pretty poetic, right? Now, you might be wondering, can we ever explore one safely? Theoretically, there are two kinds of black holes that might give you a better chance. Supermassive black holes and tiny micro black holes. If you fell into a supermassive black hole, like the one at the center of our galaxy, Sagittarius A*, spaghettification might happen much slower. Because its gravitational gradient, the difference in pull between your head and feet, is gentler due to its enormous size. You might actually cross the event horizon without feeling anything at first. But, of course, sooner or later, gravity wins. And if micro black holes exist, they're so tiny that they'd evaporate instantly due to Hawking radiation. So you wouldn't have time to even start your fall before the thing disappears. Now here's a twist from Hawking's later work. He believed that black holes might not destroy information entirely. Instead, it could be scrambled and released back as faint radiation over eons. So, in a sense, a black hole might not erase you. It might just rearrange you, beyond recognition, into pure information. A cosmic remix. You, the atoms, memories, and energy that once made you could still echo across the universe in the faintest whispers of radiation. Not gone, just transformed. So let's zoom out for a second. Falling into a black hole isn't really about dying. It's about confronting the limits of our understanding. It's a place where science, time, and reality fold into mystery, where we meet the edges of knowledge itself. Maybe, one day, we'll find a way to truly understand what lies beyond that darkness. But until then, black holes will remain the universe's greatest secret. A cosmic reminder that no matter how much we learn, there's always something deeper waiting to pull us in.